Hello, this is Whatcast and I'm Matt. So this was sent to me with a timestamp on it. So I've got no idea what I'm about to watch, but I do know that it's Roger Ledwell, the guy on a mission. He's on a mission, flat earther on a mission to Antarctica. He's trying to raise the funds on his GoFundMe, which I'll be showing you quickly in a second just to refresh memories. And he is doing his version of the final debate. Like, he's opened up a platform for globe earthers to come in and debate him. And someone sent me this and timestamped it, so I've clicked straight onto it, and I see Mctoon is sitting there. So I've not watched this. I'm going to watch this now. But just in case anyone don't know what I'm talking about, this is the person we are talking about. He is trying to raise money here. This is his Antarctica test that he's trying to do. He's raised $4,622 so far. This is the description: going to the Antarctica and live steam. He's corrected it. He's seen my video and he's corrected this. He still hasn't got Antarctica right, but he's done the stream for 24 hours to see if the sun truly still hasn't got that right above the horizon. The trip will put to rest once and for no, he's only corrected the word stream. Debate between science and pseudoscience claims once and for all. He thinks he's only made one mistake here. Nothing more and nothing less. He's changed that as well. That said less. Help me out to put sleep the fraud that has been perpetrated by the so-called final experiment. Thank you so much in advance. He's changed that as well. Sincerely, Roger Ledwell. So nice to see that somebody's seen my video ripping him to pieces and told him about it. But that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to go to Antarctica. And he's about to debate because he challenged Will Duffy after Will Duffy retired from the topic. So let's see. I think Will Duffy's probably sent Mctoon in his in place. So let's see how this goes.
Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Hey there. Can you hear me fine?
Oh, yeah,
we sure can.
There's an echo from someone.
It's Discord. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, I hope you get to go to Antarctica.
Me too.
Immediately talking about
getting your $5,000 deposit into them pretty soon.
And well, I don't think I'm going to make it this year, from what I can tell after talking to ALE and a couple other people. They haven't really answered. They haven't called me back. I've left them messages and stuff, talked to the owner, but they haven't gotten back to me on it.
I called the owner and they haven't got. Is that how it works? Hello, is this the owner of ALE? This is the ALE is the company that he's going through, because that's the company that the final experiment went through. So obviously that's the only one he's going to look at. He's not going to do his own research. Flat Earthers never do that. He's called them and they're not calling him back, apparently.
What do you need? What questions do you have for them?
What questions did I have for him?
By the way, to those of you that don't know, Mctoon there in the bottom right actually went to Antarctica last December.
I need to know where I'm going and the schedule and stuff.
Yeah, so they have on their website the different things that you can choose from, and they have the same trip that I went on as one of the options, which is the same dates this year, December 14 to 18, and it's to Union Glacier, the same place I went. What else? What other questions do you have?
Oh, I want to actually take a trip probably a little further down than just Union Glacier. I want to go deeper in.
You want to go?
Why? Why do you need to do that? Just to create a problem? Just to create a problem because you're not going to go. So you need to go lower. Why? You can see the 24-hour sun from Union Glacier. If that's the only reason you want to go, why do you need to go beyond that point? Just so you can say, they wouldn't let me go beyond that point. The Earth's still flat.
All the way to the South Pole?
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for.
Oh, so they have that as well on their website?
Yeah, I'm well aware of it, yeah.
Oh, hold
on. Their prices are a little higher, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, of course it is. That flight is a different flight. It's on one of their Twin Otters, and there's less people that can be on that particular plane, and they need to fly it, down to the pole and then back, and so the fuel has to be covered. Plus, then you have to you're lodging at the South Pole station there. So yeah, there it is. So they have December 30 if you want to go all the way to the pole.
What a waste of time this conversation is. That Roger has got no intention of doing this at all. But I suspect that's why he's telling him all about it, just to give him nowhere to go.
Is one of them. They have their South Pole flight. It is $64,000. You can go 7 days overnight.
I've just spotted something. The person in the middle there is Chad Backer.
Starting January 10th. That's $73,000. They have another one, South Pole overnight at Three Glaciers Retreat for $85,000. So what questions do you have for them then that they don't already list on their website? I'll pop that in the chat.
Not just questions for them, and they actually put a lot of things to me about not wanting me to go anywhere in particular except where they wanted me to go.
What do you mean? Where they want me to go, that's it. Where the trip? Yeah, I booked a coach trip into Europe once, and the coach trip went to Berlin in Germany, but I wanted to go to Bruges in Belgium. So, but they didn't want me to go there, so there's definitely something suspicious with that.
This is what Peter told me.
Like what? Like what?
Like I'm going to be restricted to what they can do. They didn't really want to take me because
you're going to be restricted to where the trip actually goes to. What a shock! That's so strange. That same as every other trip anyone books ever.
Because I was Flat Earth Society, they were real iffy.
Flat Earth Society. I thought that was a psyop, according to you guys.
They don't really wanted to get back in touch with me on my trip.
Yeah, they're scared of you. Because you're chasing the truth. They don't want anyone to know.
I wanted to do a 24 hours, live stream. Yeah. They were really iffy about that. He did.
What? Why the fuck would they care if you did a 24-hour live stream? What?
Didn't want to have anything to do with me to start with. They kind of brushed me off like that. Just that easy, dude. So
it's just making shit up.
I went to another organization.
Roger, it sounds to me like since you don't have any money, they're not very interested in it.
No, I didn't. They don't know how much
they have.
Oh, it had nothing to do with that.
No. Sure. Yeah, they don't. None of that is what is reality.
So, real quick, is this just a normal discourse, no debate here?
Yeah, I'm questioning just a couple things about.
What'd you say there, Chewy?
The trip. I'm hoping he gets to go.
All right.
And like Craig said. If you do get to go, I hope that you put a little bit of thought into what kinds of tests you might want to do, because when Austin went, Austin who was the darling flat earther before he went, all the flatties thought he was super smart, and his what he was going to do was bring a gyro compass in his backpack. That was his experiment.
By the way, this video is called "This Is It. Make no mistake where you are." That's what this video is called. What the fuck is that?
Gyro compass in his backpack. So obviously he put zero thought into what he might do when he was there. So what might you do, Roger? What are you thinking of to do when you're there?
I have an observations or two that I want to make. Actually,
God, so cringe. I've got an observation that what you want to look at the sun and stream it. That's all you want to do, or as you previously wrote, steam it. By the way, go back a couple of videos on my page and you'll see the original fundraiser that he wrote out.
Actually, yeah, and I want to do a live stream for 24 hours.
What observations would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to view the sun with a filter for one.
I'm just going to put a filter on the camera and view the sun. That's my big thing that I want to do.
I guess polarization
technical or what?
Filters actually roll out reflections off a dome, for that matter.
Yep. The polarization filter will. Yeah. So you get you can typically rotate them on the lens. So you put it on and then you rotate it around and you.
It's got 4,000. Was it 4,600? I don't know why this conversation's happening. This bloke is not going to Antarctica. Costs about 35 grand to even go to Union Glacier, and he wants to go even further, which is like 64 grand or something.
You see if it changes the intensity, and if it does change the intensity, then you know that the light's coming in polarized, like it's reflected, and if it doesn't change it, then you know that it's not polarized.
So do you have any connections for Roger?
Hang on a minute. What?
To ALE there, Mctoon? Like anything that could help him out as far as getting him down there?
Well,
you seem to have the end.
Sure. If you want to go to the South Pole, the link that I put in the chat there is that's their options. That's what they have for.
I mean, do you know anybody like at ALE? Do you have any
Yeah,
sources?
I can give you the email address of the lady that
So he's trying to, Chewie's trying to test him and giving it, like, you didn't really go, you don't know anyone there. Pretend, like, give us some information that you might know from someone there to prove that you met them all.
emailed all of my stuff to and from. But it started with, hey, I'm going. And she's like, okay, here's the forms to fill out. Here's the place to send your deposit to. Here's more forms. Send us a picture of your passport and, all of these different things. So it's just business. That's what it was. So, when it's time for business, then it's time for business. That's what you do. You pony up the money and you start sending the documents and filling them out.
Okay. Well, I was just curious why Roger is having such a hard time getting callbacks.
I never called him once. I just emailed. So if you want to.
Yeah, Roger's trying to ring him on the phone. Sending carrier pigeon, Roger.
If you email, and I can get her name. What you do is you email. You say, "I'd like to sign up for this trip," and then she'll come back and say, "Here's what you need to do." It wasn't hard. Here I can.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I called him the first time, and I did get an answer from one of the owners. There were 3 owners, he said, and he was one of them. His name was Peter. We had a nice conversation, and we went through all the rigmarole and what happened on the trip and why he doesn't want to take anybody dealing with flat Earth at all. So I actually got pushback like that originally.
All right. Well,
you don't want to take anyone to deal with flat Earth at all. What the fuck? Why? Probably because so many flat earthers ring him. This is probably what happens. Flat earthers call them all the time and it doesn't lead anywhere. So because he knows they're not serious people and they've never got any fucking money to go, he can't be bothered to entertain them on the phone. That's probably the reality of the situation.
Money talks, Roger. You say, well, I don't care. I'm going to pay you money. He'll say, all right, let's go. So
he told me Stephanie. He was gonna charge me 3 times the amount almost because of who I am and what I wanted to do.
Because of who I am. Well, you're like a big hitter. 395 subscribers, Roger, here on YouTube, and that's he's got over 300 videos. So he's nearly got 1 subscriber per video. And ALE are terrified of him exposing the truth because he's such a big hitter.
Yeah, you have a recording of this?
No, I didn't record it, and I didn't need
awesome.
to.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie to you about it.
So the email address is stephanie.taylor@antarctic-logistics.com. You just shoot her an email and say, hey, I would like to go on the 6-day South Pole flight from December 30, or the whatever you want to do of the different options there. So,
well, I went to Swoop because I got nothing coming out of them, and they gave me their email address and all the prices and stuff too already. I already have this already. That's
okay,
good.
so,
well, then you know that $5 grand ain't going to get you there then, don't you? Why are you going along with this absolute nonsense and pretending that it's still a reality?
Yeah, so you don't really have any questions then that are
not
unanswered.
for them, but I got pushback from them. That's basically what it is.
You didn't get pushback. They know you're not a serious person because you've got about 3p.
But this started with you saying that you had questions and you were waiting for answers from them to those questions. Yeah, and I don't know what, and it's unclear what questions you have.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure that I can get what I want to do while I'm down there, like do a live stream, et cetera. And he didn't want to actually go through any.
Why would they stop you? You could take your own fucking Starlink and do it.
Details with me.
You can do a live stream. Bring your own Starlink.
There you go.
Yeah, I got that from the other swoop company too. There's nobody else that does this.
Well, then why is it up to them? It's nothing to do with them whether you live stream.
They have a marina-based system they use.
Marine.
Yeah,
there's not. It's not marina.
Marina. Yeah, no, I got you. It's fine. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
All right. Well, yeah. I hope you go. I'd love to see you go. All right. So, what does Isaiah 40:22 say?
Oh, I know what it says. I have it on one of my shirts, actually. So, yeah. He sits on the circle of the earth. We're going to go there.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So you agree with that?
No, I believe there's a circuit to the sun and the stars and the moon. Yeah, they take a circuit. Yeah.
They take a circuit. Well, how does that explain? Like, so basically, if that's your belief that they'll take a circuit, so the sun goes around and around and around, you've only really got to go past the equator and see the sun suddenly going the wrong way. You don't even have to go to the South Pole or anywhere in the Antarctic Circle.
That has nothing to do with the porosity of the earth. So
I didn't say circuit. You didn't say circuit when you quoted the verse.
Circle, circuit. Yeah. What's the difference, dude?
Well, there's a difference. A circle is a shape.
Chewie's biting his lip. That you see, he's getting angry.
A circuit. A circle's not a shape.
No, a circle it can make a shape, yes, but it's not a 3D shape.
I didn't say that. Is a circle a shape, Roger?
Yes, it's a shape. Dude.
Good. Okay. So, do you think that Isaiah 40:22 is literal and that the earth is a circular shape?
It has a circular shape to it. Yes, just
from
the sky.
Excellent.
Yeah. But there's four corners.
I'm not talking about the sky at all. I'm talking about the surface. Yeah. Do you think that the surface of the earth is a circle?
Is this rhetorical? Is there a point to what you're trying to say here?
Yeah.
Oh, Chewie's getting a bit. He's getting a bit nervous. I don't know what's going on there.
I want to get clarification so I know his position before I move forward. It's not rhetorical.
It's not rhetorical.
Do you take Isaiah 40:22 literally to say that the surface of the earth is a circle?
Well, he says he sits on the circle.
They are always so terrified to answer questions because they know that the correct answer to most of them debunks everything that they believe or debunks something else that they believe. This is why I just gave up talking to them.
Of the earth, yeah.
You didn't give me a yes, no. You said some other words and then a yes after that. So could you, without saying those other words, could you give me a yes or no?
You're looking for a clip, dude, you're in the wrong spot.
I'm not. I'm looking for you to stand up and have the balls to say what shape you think the earth is.
Yeah, we're not doing that. You know.
Maybe he doesn't have the balls to say that he thinks the earth is a circle.
That's completely reasonable. He's looking for you to just answer the question. Chewie's Chewie's itching to kick him here. Chewie's going to kick him. Watch.
Maybe he can't do that. And I get.
Yeah, we're not doing that here. No, we're not. We're not asking questions here on this final debate that we're going to take on all comers and destroy them with our evidence.
That he's scared because he's going to have some consequences to that.
Yeah. This is childish.
Are you going to be scared?
You're just childish. Oh, dude. Okay.
Dude, he's being pedantic. Dude, you're being very pedantic.
You could have just answered yes or no to the question, and then none of that would have happened. But there you go.
He's acting like a little kid, you know. This is how little.
Yeah, he's acting like a little kid. Get rid of him! Get rid of him! He's asked me, who's the other bloke anyway? Why has he got back up here on his little? Like when Will did his final debate, it was literally him versus whoever, 1-on-1, and this bloke's got Chewie and fucking C-3PO sitting there.
Children fight, and this is used as a grown-up. You know, it's ridiculous.
Oh god, yeah.
That's the only person. Everybody else that's came up here has been fine until that.
Yeah, until Toon. Yeah, of course. It figures. He wants to get into scripture, and I don't think he's a Christian personally. That's just my opinion.
He wants to get in. He just wants to get into scripture. Are you a Christian? Like, I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in any of that. But if you know what you're talking about with scripture, why don't you just answer the question?
After all their actions now,
Well, we're between screens here. Don't act tough, dude, and say, "Oh, you don't have the balls." It's like, okay, buddy.
Jesus.
Yeah, right. You don't talk this way when you're not on screen to people in person, so don't try doing it here.
You don't meet people in public. Hey, you got the balls?
Yeah.
Do you not? I do. Well, I'd never understand this thing about like debating. You wouldn't say this to me to my face and stuff. Like, if they wouldn't, then yeah, fair enough. But to me, I literally at work, I literally argue all day with everybody, and we say shit like that to each other all day long. Is it different in America? I don't know.
You don't do that. You're not that tough, buddy. So
how many have we had so far?
You can check out now.
Yeah, and Mctoon, there's a link in private chat for the GoFundMe if you want to donate to the
Yeah, we just kicked you out. Go and donate. What they raising money for? Let's listen.
Victims, hurricane victims, you're more than welcome to hop right on.
Yeah, we get it, Mctoon.
Is he giving 250?
Okay,
Like,
is
Will?
there anybody else coming in? F.E. Shields here still. Can we pick anybody else? Somebody else come in? That would be what, 5 now? 6? 6.
6.
That's 6 grand total. Need 2 more people.
What's he doing? 250? I'll be
I guess
impressed.
He gets special privileges. I don't know, because he's named Mctoon.
Yeah, whatever. Power on. He was fine up until then. It was just then.
We did give him his clip. Yeah. He got kicked off the show for just asking a question.
Well, it's the truth. That is exactly what happened, and you know it, and that's why you just said that, to pretend that wasn't what happened.
He's a fake tough guy over the screen.
Yeah.
Over the screen.
Anybody else want to come in? Or I'll stop it here.
We all felt the macho energy.
I'll stop it here. We can call it a night, guys. We've been on a long time. That's 6 people. So how much am I donating? Let's see. 6 times 25.
6 times 25. They're doing 25, and it says 6 times 25, and the 3 of them fall silent. They don't know what that is. Are they gonna get it?
That's 150.
Hey!
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just doing the math.
Between the 3 of them.
Math in my head. That's what I'll donate.
Just doing the math in my head. Yeah, it's difficult, that one.
To the victims.
So somebody was asking about how the charity donations was working. Is it just you're just donating per person that came out?
25. I mean, fair enough. 150. Not bad from Roger, I suppose. I mean, Roger doesn't seem like that bad a bloke, does he? I mean, the company he keeps is a bit shit, but he's not that rude generally, is he? Like, my position with flat earthers is that I don't dislike them for what they believe. I dislike them for the way they behave. That's how I feel about them. I think believe whatever the fuck you want if you want to make a prick of yourself. But whenever you try and speak to them, this is why I got into this. Whenever you try and speak to them, they just hit you with insult after insult after insult, and do your own research, and I'm so much more awake than you, and you're a sheep, and it's just so fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I think that will do. It doesn't look like anyone else is coming up there. I will definitely go back and see who else was on this, because that was pretty funny. But then he said everyone's been good until then. So if they thought that was bad, just him saying if you got the balls to answer the question, they kicked him for that. I can't imagine that there was much juice anywhere else in this debate. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and all of that malarkey. Buymeacoffee.com/whatcast to support the channel. Share, comment. See you later.